Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, this is going to be another Divine Feminine check-in. So this is going to be, what are the Divine Feminines? So this is for Divine Feminines and Masculines. You can cross-watch if you'd like to. But this is first off going to show where the Divine Feminines are at and what that aspect of the energy is doing for the connections. So it's kind of a proactive reading to see what difference the work the feminines are doing is having, cat hair, dog hair, on the connections. All right, here we go. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through for the incredible people that join me here. What can we see for how the Divine Feminines are approaching the journey on all the usual levels, and what is going on in the connections as a result of the sincerity that the feminines are bringing to the table? Okay, about the connections, how are the feminines approaching the entire thing? Overcoming anxiety, manifesting solutions to remedy the anxiety, the conditionality of love. So feminines are catching stride with overcoming conditions, obstacles. Take that how it resonates. What is that doing for the connections? Originality. It's allowing for things to be original and not so cookie cutter, not so standard or regular. The frequency of originality supports our capacity to be unique and original creators of unlimited possibilities in every moment. So the Divine Feminines, overcoming the obstacles and limitations and conditions, are champions of originality, giving the world permission to love in the ways that celebrate real love. Yay, feminines! What can we see for how the feminines are viewing their masculine? Three of Wands and the Empress, both in the inverse. So feminines are keeping an open mind about those cookie cutter paths of abundance as well. These are next generation kind of templates that the feminines are seeking to design. So where it comes to each feminine's divine masculine, we have this puzzle working, sticking with it, seeing things in different terms, redefining what connection looks like. Ego would say that a lot of these connections aren't appropriate, but compared to what? Compared to the cookie cutter models. So the Divine Feminines are really taking a good hard look at what they have been conditioned to think is an indicator of success in a scenario, in a relationship. And they're seeing how what's playing out in these connections is in some ways more, I wanted to say superior, but I think it's better expanded, more conscious, more enlightened, more authentic. And so, yeah, feminines are taking a more open-minded approach directly to the way these particular interactions with their masculine are rolling out. What is this bringing in to the connection? Forgiveness. The energy of forgiveness strengthens our capacity to let go of unwanted feelings and emotions. So the feminines are clearing emotional stigmas, blockages, prejudices, and forgiving self and other for having had those limited views of what love, safety constructs I just heard about what love is. What can we see for the feminine's current perspective on the heart space? Page of Cups, nothing but love about the becoming of their divine masculine. So the feminines now know that they're not to take anything personally, that if the connections are not go time, that there's healing also for the masculines, that it's not a rejection, it's actually an ask for healthy, stable, balanced energy to be present here. Feminines are trusting, they're in their own lane here, trusting their masculine's process, trusting their masculine's becoming, and allowing for that to be authentic when the time comes, when it aligns, What is this doing for the connection? Transparency. It's giving safety so that the masculines can actually express authentically with transparency where they're at. It also is allowing the feminines to have transparency for the love here instead of cloaking it with fear. Transparency supports our expansion towards a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. So the truth of the matter is, these masculines are not rejecting the feminines, these aligned connections. They're literally on their sovereign path of becoming, and the feminines are being honest about that. What are the feminines feeling on their heart of hearts for their masculines? Deep friendship, deep foundational friendship. The Knight of Pentacles is a foundation laying process. In the inverse, this is deep within the feminine's own internal worlds. They're feeling this foundational friendship, alignment. This is also alignment. Two people being in alignment with how they approach the world, with the goodness, the righteousness, I want to say, the correctedness, the truth. The truth of the core of each justifies this deep affinity, deep recognition of appreciation of who you are, masculines. This is foundational. This is core integrity. What is this doing in the connections? Awareness. It's helping refine the way that the feminines seek truth. Awareness supports our capacity to focus our attention on all aspects of a multidimensional world so that we can create a reality we truly choose. So your righteousness, masculines, are acting as an anchor for the feminines to seek to correct injustices or lower vibrational things out in the world into a more life-affirming reality externally. What are the feminines wishing to manifest? Movement out of stagnation and to crack the codes of codependency so that there can be growth included in the connections, so they don't get this sort of stranglehold or stagnation or get all bound up. The feminines want to understand how to move forward in team work so that these periods of distance are less and less contrasting to streamlining in life with you, divine masculines. What can we see? Freedom, and it's also in the inverted, so freedom within perspectives. Freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. So feminines are always looking at their own edge of safety and awareness as it relates to what has previously been triggering or not. I'm getting here to remind that the feminines have found this deep affinity with their true aligned masculine, and that in that awareness, they understand that they don't have to be on guard because you, divine masculines, are beginning to come into such an alignment that there is not a conflict of interest. And so feminines are starting to realize that if there is a contrast or a conflict of interest with someone, that's not alignment. But when you're with an aligned one, you don't have to put in false hope or boundaries to avert danger. It's a match. You don't have to have the same kind of safety constructs. It's just safe. So there's great freedom in that. That is an epiphany that's going to be anchoring deeper and deeper for the feminines, which will also allow for more patience, more unfolding naturally, more progress when it's warranted, as these connections continue to become more intimate. What can we see for the actions the feminines are taking? Three of Pentacles and the Sun. I just heard they're learning new languaging and new ways of talking about things that have occurred and are happening in the connections in their lives to others that help translate energetics into layman's terms, into observable things in the 3D. They're bringing light to it. They're learning how to communicate these deeper awarenesses. Because they're mastering it, it's becoming more simplified so that children can understand it. So friends and family understand what they're talking about. It's no more woo-woo. It's like very observable. And your connections, masculines, with these feminines are helping the feminines communicate in more basic terms, these complexities, so that they are available to more people without prejudice. What can we see here? Conception. So this is what is happening in the connections. Conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So it's bringing, the feminines are bringing this focal point down to the basic, the simple, the true, the evident, the practical, the real, the present. And this is helping to have a healthy reminder within the connection of what really matters. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines at this time? Communication and reunion. Just continuing to desire to align more and more in this life with their counterpart. What can we see for what that is creating in the connection? Remembrance. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we've gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. So feminines are challenged with holding this idyllic knowing and speaking from that reality that they wish to manifest, and not speaking in past tense terms, and not speaking in primarily distant future or if and when, but in present moments, feeling into the multidimensionality of everything that they've experienced, but also everything they will experience and desire to experience and are experiencing. So this is the challenge, is getting out of their own way and experiencing this unified energy right here, right now. What is the solution to this? Trusting the alignment and embracing the heartache so that it's not in opposition. Allowing room in existence for this heartache as a factor, a teacher. It's not an opposition. What is this doing in the connection? It's making miracles. 33. The miracle, or the frequency of miracles, supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Yeah, so whatever these deep, deep heartaches, the final wounds, the traumas, the karmas, the life path karmas, the feminines are believing that this journey is indeed giving renewed hope and faith and trust and love, and that anything is possible, that these heartaches will fully be released one day, if not in real time at this point, instantaneously, miraculously. What can we see for the direction in the near future of the connections? We got the Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles yesterday too. There is an embrace and a mother holding a child here in some safety. So higher love is bringing something into safety, into unconditional love, into safekeeping. So right now, this love that the two counterparts are grounding is providing some sort of bringing in from out of the cold. There's some sort of a healing happening because of the love the two share. healing. What is this doing in the connection? Universal love, 44. So miracles and universal love are happening as a result of the two coming together at this time. They're teaming up to bring things in from out of the cold. This love becomes a safe harbor for others in need. Universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. So this universal love is bringing the teamwork for these counterparts to really see everything as an extension of themselves. We first learn to see our counterpart as another part of ourselves, and that grows exponentially into including friends, family, community as also an extension of self, and that ripple effect. I've been feeling for the last 3 days that something in May is going to be changing lives as a result of the love coming in for these counterparts, and that we're going to see real world, real time opportunities to come together in the name of love and to make differences in lives going forward here. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.